Show what you got. Show what you got. Show what you got. Number one. The same God you got. Show what you got. Public enemy. Show what you got. Public enemy. Show what you got. Public enemy. The same God. Show what you got. Show what you got. Public enemy. Show what you got. Public enemy. Public enemy. Number one. The same God. Wisdom. Show what you got. Public enemy. Show the same God. Show what you got. Show what you got. Public enemy. Number one. Public enemy. Public enemy. Number one. Public enemy. Show what you got. Public enemy. Number one. The same God. Show the same God. Public enemy. Show what you got. The same God. Show what you got. Show what you got. Show what you got.
All right, this is Speak on the Godcast second app, you know what I mean? Rough draft, kind of, getting to it, getting to the vibe of the podcasting, you know what I mean, the broadcasting. Trying to give y'all some of the dope flavor from a hip hop perspective, subjectively and objectively. This hoodie season edition of the Speak on It Godcast is primarily on iconic hip hop albums that was released, and hoodie season edition as well, subtitled. And for all my, Generation Xers, these albums or the music, and you know what I mean, I'm going to lay the groundwork for a lot of the music that's what's going on today. Y'all just heard some NWA. Well, that was the beginning of it, but Nas from the iconic classic, can't even, you know what I mean, express what that did for hip hop and golden era from Illmatic, The World Is Yours. Prior to that, It Takes a Nation, The Millions to Hold Us Back from another critically acclaimed, iconic, groundbreaking album that really molded a lot of my youth, you know what I mean, young adult years, and set the stage for where I'm at now with my consciousness. Public Enemy, once it takes back, and some would say that's one of the most sonically sound hip hop produced albums ever. When you get into the sampling and the process of Hank Shockley and the Bomb Squad, I think, and what they did with that, it was phenomenal. I'll be honest with y'all. I think I mentioned this before in the other title of the broadcast. When I heard the album prior to that, It Takes a Nation, it was their first album. I think it was 1988, which I consider the platinum era, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe, shout out to Ron Studio, Don Will Official, sidebar, no name drop. That album, I fell in love with that sound, and Stu, I'm trying to get at you, man. I'm following your suggestions. You see the platform I'm on, right, brethren? But that album, it was something like it took me to another stratosphere. Suckers on the Side, my '98, Sophisticated. It was just, and mind you, it was raw back then. It might have been. I think that was released in '86. You know what I mean? One of my elders put me onto it, and mind you, it was conscious. The lyrical content that Chuck was talking about, that was like, and it had the intellectual vibe to it. Man, this set man put me on my dean right now to this day. So big up. I had the pleasure to meet Mr. Chuck D and not so much Flavor Flav and saw him perform in the area. And yeah, that's laid the groundwork for me and my consciousness. They call it woke now. And knowledge itself, you know what I mean, being introduced to some of the 5 percenters, which laid a lot of groundwork. The 5% nation, no cap against no religion, and then it helped me to understand what the message of hip hop was. So that's the intro. Going forward, in the Godcast, and I'm just giving you a backdrop of what what I'm doing this for, to speak on it. Even today, what's happening currently, what's going on with we got a general election coming up, so I'm not gonna give y'all my perspective on that and my verified guaranteed qualification. I'm pretty. It means what it says. I'll save that for another one. I'm try to get going on this here episode, and it may be a part two. The part two of this particular edition is gonna be the fashion hoodie season, right? The fashion seasonal fashion in hip hop. Brothers and sisters breaking out the hoodies, the car, not so much the Carhartts, the Timbs, you know what I mean, the Sherlins, the Bombers, all that, y'all. So we're gonna keep it moving, keep doing what we do. Uh, going forward with the music. Y'all don't want to hear me chop it up like that. And well, I ain't gonna say all that. It's just that the music speaks for itself. So my commentary, what I talk about it, you know what I mean, how I speak on it, is it's subjective. It's not to throw shade. It isn't try to start an argument and none of that. Gaslighting is just my vibration in the hip hop community, and how the music sets the tone for me today. It's the hip hop. It's a vibe. So I'm gonna spin a few more tunes, maybe 4 or 5, and the next one's another one. This is the iconic, the iconic album releases in the fall autumn season here in the New York metropolitan area. Which, if I could put it in a bottle, y'all, it'll fly off the shelves. Y'all know what it is. So we're gonna let the music speak on it, as well as me with this commentary. Getting into the low end theory. Shout out to ATCQ. Tip, rest in peace, Fife. You know what I mean? Ali Shaheed and Jerobi, of course. And low end theory. I can remember playing this continuously. It was on, before all the streaming sites and the, things that we could do. It was the cassette tape. I don't got no cassette tape, but you can see the box in the back. I stay with a boom box. Keep it. I'm more into the analog now. But low end theory and this sidebar, the low end theory and the love movement was on heavy rotation. Personally, that's when you put the cassette in the Benzie box, or you riding around, you in the city. The low end theory, forget about it, y'all. So this particular um you know this iconic album, and you know what, I try to leave it here, but Bob Powers, the studio engineer, I think it did a little bit. It changed the landscape of hip hop a little bit with the sound, and what that brought to the hip hop game. The low end theory is talking about the producer Bob Powers, which is talked about in the hip hop. Shout out to Questlove and the Roots as well too, Native Tongue, and how he produced the album when in the production was the low end, and how he incorporated in the music to bring a low resonant sound. Don't quote me on that though. So we're gonna let the music speak for itself. You know what I mean? And get some tunes in to represent the hoodie season edition of the Speak on It Godcast, of the release of the iconic hip hop albums. Moving right along, y'all. Imagery Black Espresso. Tune in, tap in, Share it if you feel it's valuable.
Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status and before I had a pager, you can find the abstract. Listening to hip hop, my pops used to say it reminded him of bebop. I said, well, daddy, don't you know that things go in cycles? Way the Bobby Brown is just an amp like Michael. It's all expected, things are overlooking. If you got the money, quest is for the booking. Come on, everybody, let's get with the flow. Still got red on the truck, on the black. Listen to the rhymes, get a mental picture of this black man, black with a picture. Why do I say that? Cause I gotta speak the truth, man. Doing what we feel for the music is the truth, man. Playing it on the ground, the actors so together. Bonafide stealing, you need leverage to sever. The unit, yes, the unit, yes, the unit called the jazz is delivering each year. No beat, dope street. You can find it on your rack, be your record store. To get the records in your blood, now I do it and I appreciate it. Cause we're ever so glad we made it. We work hard, so we gotta thank God. Dishing out the plastic, do the dance till you're spastic. If you dish it gets drastic. Listen to the rhyme, cause it's time to make gravy. Make the music ready to shake, shake it, baby. All the way to Africa, aka the motherland. Stick out the left, then I'm axing on the other hand. That's the right hand, black man. Only if you are noted as my man. If I get the credit, then I think I deserve it. If you fake news, I'll fix you up. I was on the positivity, not negativity. Cause we gotta strive for longevity. If you watch up, what's in that? A pair of Nike size 10 and a half. Bring it back up, Snoop Doggy Dogg, enough to bring it back up. Ready to make the liquid go back home. Yeah, trick, you know. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Up in the long beat together, and you know you trouble. Ain't that for the cheap thing, too, no got niggas for the crazy. Yes, bro, it's a life of that stage. That's straight up for people, but I'm big fan. Something like that, perfection is perfection, so I'm gonna let them on this thing. From the young people,
Uh-oh.
perfection. And before we dig on a bitch, I have to find it. Contraceptive. You never know who's gonna be earning me. Maybe it's another man. And at the same time, earning me. Make you with that shit to tennis. Ain't no pussy good enough to get on. I'm spinning. And that's relevant, real deal, ugly feel. And now you hit up them hoes, know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to get broke off a proper jump, that take a fall. The dumb of the phone step. It's like this and like that, and like this and it's like that, and like this and like that. It's like this and like that, and like this and like that. Hold up, nigga, I'm creeping and I'm freaking. But I'm feeling that joke. My people just keeping out of time for me to make my impression. Yeah, back, relax, on this. Cause you never been on the rock like this before. So we've been rapping control the show. At the same time, with the dope rhyme that I sit. You know, and I know I feel so much joke. What happened after that thing? It's a next thing. It's so crazy. It gets too done. I know and make me and my good girl can't do it like this and like that, like this and it's like that, like this and like that. It's like this. The people who talk about it all this. But it makes sense. What a hell of a gangster. This funky on the mic with the whole calibrate. It's the type of so you have to break it down. D-O-double-G-Y-D-O-double-G this thing. So much flex on the camera. Rap the mic, flipping, moving like the work like my name is on the mic. Yeah, and it don't quit. Even you just a motherfucking G. Yeah, so right. What up, y'all? Gotta give them what they want. What's up, please? Come on, something. Keep it G. And it's gotta be perfect. Get it up. Perfect. So when that is a biscuit, I'm like a motherfucker, but I ain't blue. Making a couple niggas bump. The mic is like a cookie, they all trump. Try to get close, they the opposite back. You motherfucking know the girls go, that my back. I just if I slip, then I'm slipping. If I my nigga, then you know straight slipping. The mother see the put the rap down. I used to read Word Up magazine, salt and pepper and heavy tea up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rapping back Mr. Magic Molly Ball. I let my tape rock till my tape hot, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stocks. Way back when I had the red black lumberjack, the hat to match. Remember rapping the hard, you never thought that hip could take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight 'cause I rap right. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Easter raw G, Lucy B, kick the cream. From Master Flex, my blood star schemes. I blow them like you thought I would. Call a trip, saying you the same good. It's all good. Yeah. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm making change from a common deep. Just close to personal with rapping least. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke up with my peace all day. Spread it's the Brooklyn way. The moment that Alice say keep me 50. Girls used to diss me. Got it right here because they miss me. I never thought it could happen. This shit had been stuck. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now I'm playing sex like what a play. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Cut down to Queens and down to Beats. I feel like seats the hand to the small speak. Living for what I feel. And I'll tell it to my baby girl here. Consider the fool, cause I dropped out of school. Stereotypes of the black man misunderstood. And it's still all good. And if you know, I just told you. 1993 exotic mix. I'm breaking down the line. What up, Reggie? Yo, started off on the island, AK Shannon, niggas down, gunshots throwing the phone down. Back in the days of 8 now, making a tape now. Ray gotta get a plate down. Make the rent in May, young. Wanted to be the one till I got back. Yeah, the box was a fiend from 16. And that's that shit is bloodstream. That's the life of a cranky. Real life cranky. The niggas know the habits behind me. Take one, yo, going all up in the ghetto. Now I'm a weed beat, check the palm metal. And crazy clap, pushing a big joint around south. So when we filthy stacked up, gotta watch your back and duck, cause these beans, they got it cracked up. Now my man from Unborn, now he got the law. It's solid as a rock and crazy sword. No jokes, I'm not playing. Get his folks, Desert Eagle is tick and put him in the yoke. And the note for sure, I got breaking from shop. I'm pointing. Dedicated to the winners, dedicated to all Jeeps and dedicated to the wise, dedicated to niggas who do drive-bys, dedicated to the Lexus and the ads, dedicated to MPVs, shall not fear no man but God. I walk through the valley of death. Left me alone, I grew up amongst the concrete. Inside my mind, couldn't find a place to rest. Until I got that girl that I had on my chest, coming to the field. I'm not living in the past, you gonna laugh. Be the first to blast. Remember Cater. No longer with the seat, the seats. Calling the silence. Down with the feet. Fair heaven for a cheat. Remember me. So many homies in the cemetery. Shed so many tears. So many tears. No, I got so many things. So many things. That I'm struggling in this business by any means. Label me greedy, get me clean. The fuck I'm seeing. Fuck the world cause I'm cursed. I'm having visions of being in the hurt scar. From all the pressure and all the pain. Show me some happiness again. I'm going blind. I spend my time in the cell. Ain't looking well. I know my destiny is hell. But did I fail? My life is in denial. And when I die, baptized in the eternal fire. Shed so many tears. No, no, now I'm lost in the wind. So many tears, I'm suicidal from the stand in me. My every move is a calculated step to bring me closer to a definitely death. Now there's nothing left. Mercy on the streets, I couldn't rest. I'm barely standing, about to go to pieces from the peace. And though my soul was deleted, I couldn't see it. I had a mind full of demons trying to break free. They planted seeds and they had sparking the flames inside my brain like a match. Such a dirty game. Don't make me be just a missing tea. Painting the picture of my hand, just killing me. Will I survive till the moment to see the sun? Please don't forgive me for my sins, cause here I come. Lord, I'm so God, I know so many things, but Lord knows I tried. Been a witness to homicides and drive-bys, taking lives, little kids die. When the rise, I won't die. Broken hearted as a fan from the trunk line, getting high. This is the life of me. I wanna change. They don't teach the right from me. Stuck in the game. I'm trapped inside a maze. See the same array of things. Getting crazy just to listen late. I've been really wanting baby, so I can see a part of me that wasn't always shady. Don't trust my lady. To the sports and them giving noise. You know my boys get to the wall. I'm falling to the floor. Begging for the Lord to let me into heaven's door. Just so many tears. Lord, just so many tears. Walk through plastic doors and walk all over Coliseum floor. Stage at my age, all the people gave and the world I play. The speakers, I speak. I want my speakers, what I speak. And other voices with my we make a mean team, my leader for me. Get around together. Standing on the street, so depressed, and yes, all on my feet. We don't feel the ring, and I can't win them. I'm fucking trying to steal them, so horse in a horse, and I walk down the street, and I through the beat, with bleed on my leg, and a beat on my feet, and give me a key of mine, you stand on now, me and my teams do the understand. We like to carve out things with diamond break. We smoke on fucking through purple straight and lay down low from state to state. We carve on street. I bet my demons wanna rock the beat. Every show I go, it's the beat on your feet and high top of the one man span. My soul homeboy got 50 pairs. Green and black, yellow, chill, and yellow and green when it's time to get down. Put me on inside, make me so only in the car not used as well as you. The ones I like to wear when I rock the mic. We took the beat from the street and put it on the screen. Hollywood over this, if you know what I mean. We started in Now we chilling Cali, and I want to like get up on the beat.
Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of the Hoodie Season Edition segment, Iconic Hip Hop. All them album releases, those are classic, laid the groundwork for what's going on today, generations to come. That's here now from, that was like the mid, late 80s to the early 90s. So that's the golden era, some would say. Uh, and yeah, those some bangers, man, on my Generation X, not excluding other demographics. And, I'm pretty sure rocking with that, you know what I mean? Some classics, throwbacks with my hip hop community, citizens and whatnot. So stay tuned, y'all. The next episode, trying to get together, be the Koji Up with Hip Hop edition. So yeah, please share that. And like, comment, share, subscribe. Black Espresso One on the gram, and yeah. So all the individuals I rock with on the gram, you know what I mean. Salute to y'all. Primarily Ron Stu, trying to to holler at you, brethren, and Don Will Official, great producer out there. I think Don is in Cali, so stay tuned for the Cozy Up with Hip Hop edition, and looking forward to speaking on it with y'all on this platform here. So to bring that good vibration to resonate in the hip hop community, y'all. So with that being said, peace, two fingers. Be good or be good at it, y'all. Good at it. Hashtag FBA. Hashtag VGQ.